Welcome back to Lookout Yoga. Today we are going to be practicing in Infinity Flow. I am titling this StarHorse Infinity Flow. And what you're going to need is your yoga mat or grass outside with some space and possibly some hand weight. If you have 2 blocks, you can use that. If you have 2 water bottles, that's going to be fantastic. We're going to grab onto these for the last portion. And I just want to encourage you to go ahead and come to a seated posture. So go ahead and bring your bottom to the mat. Good. Move the flesh away from the sacrum so that your sits bones are firmly rooted into the ground. Very good. Okay, now let's try to bring the bottoms of our feet to the mat as well. And I want you to find a comfortable position for your wrists behind your hips. So my fingers are facing forward. It gives me a good stretch in the forearms. And I'm going to try to lift my head up out of my chest. Spread the fingers wide. Make sure the heel of the hand is firmly rooted. And then you're gripping the mat with your fingertips. Can you squeeze there and feel the palm lift up off of the mat? Good. Very good. So, and you might have to play around with the positioning of the hand, because if the fingers forward are very uncomfortable, go ahead and find a comfortable position that works for you. Either way, I'm looking for the bones to stack and then the top of the crown of the head. Yes, lengthening up. Now flex your feet. Good. Take a big deep breath in for me and keep your lower belly engaged. As you exhale, we're going to drop the knees to one side and do your best to keep the shoulders squared. They want to turn, but I want you to keep them squared. Good. Inhale, come up. Exhale, drop the knees to the other side. Good. And I'm going to exaggerate here with my shoulder moving back. This is the flow to warm up. As you exhale, drop the knee. Inhale, come neutral. It's okay if the feet come up off of the floor. Just do your best to stay rooted and grounded as you're windshield wipering. Is that even a verb? I think I'm making it a verb. Windshield wipering your legs. Your knees. Oh my gosh, I can't even keep my feet down. How are you doing? You're doing all right? Good. Okay, from here, let's come to a standing kneeling posture. So I'm going to bring my left foot to the floor and I'm going to externally rotate my right hip only, and I'm going to keep my shoulders forward. All right, and we're just going to rock to the side in these abductor slides for 6. And I'm going to squeeze in the pelvis when I come center. 5. I'm going to keep the top of the ribs together. 4. Good. Breathe it in. 3. Very nice. 2. And 1. Let's switch it out. So I'm going to internally rotate the right hip, external rotation in my left hip, and exhale for 6. Slide it out. 5. Squeeze when you come up. 4. Good. 3. 2. And last one. Very good. Now let's bring internal rotation of that hip. Step up, balancing on that foot or keeping your hands on your hips as you come up. Good. Very graceful. All right. We're now going to do some knee circles. I'm just going to stand up and rotate my knee out and down and then alternate. That's a full 1. Here you go. If you want to add your shoulders here, that'll be good too. Very nice. You can make bigger circles or smaller circles. Let's try to get a little bit bigger. And then we'll try to get smaller. So then that's 3. So now I'm moving both. Very good. Now I'm going to go a little bit smaller. 4. Good. Keep those ribs engaged, please. 5. See how I'm trying to go a little bit smaller? Good. And then last 1. Very nice. So breath with your movement. Come into mountain pose. Feet are hip width apart. Soften the knees, soften the tailbone. Bring that lower belly engaged in. On top of the ribs together, palms forward. Here's your mountain pose. I want you to inhale into extended salute. Keep those shoulders down and back. As you exhale, come into a really low squat. If you want to widen the feet a little bit outside the hips, you're welcome to. I'm going to go ahead and face here. But we want to come to the lowest yogi squat possible, Malasana. Okay, so you can be right here. Just take it to a really low yogi squat. When you take a breath in, you're going to move internal rotation of the hips and the feet and only bring the torso halfway up. and extend out to a halfway lift. Good. Soften those knees. Try not to lock them out. And then keep those ribs engaged. Then we're going to move into a chair. So pretend like you're about to sit down to have a meal. So the top of the ribs are moving, the hips down and back. The weight should be in the heels. And we're going to extend the arms into chair, or we can keep them at prayer. You play around with that. And then as we inhale, we're going to come right up into mountain. Exhale here. Okay, let's try to go a little bit faster. Inhale, extended salute. Exhale, malasana. So external rotation. I'm bringing my hands here. Notice my back is straight. I'm sitting all the way down. As I inhale, I'm going to come into that halfway lift. So internal rotation of the hips, toes forward, and I'm lengthening through the top of the crown of the head. Exhale, give me a chair pose. And inhale right into mountain. Notice my feet are not moving, but I'm squeezing the glutes here. Good. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lower down. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Use the core, shoulders down and back. Exhale, chair. Keep those shoulders down and back. Inhale, mountains back. Very good. One more time. Inhale, extend. Exhale, widen and lower. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chair. Sit it back, sit it back, sit it back, and then inhale, mountain. Now that we're warm, we're going to begin our infinity flow, and we're going to do a beginner level and then build on top of that. So we're going to start out in chair pose again. So I'm going to have my hands on my hip to modify, or you can have your hands at heart. If you're ready to take that full chair extension, then have at it. I'm going to start here in a modification. I'm going to keep breathing. Feet are hip width apart. Weight of the body's in the heels and the balls of the feet. You should be able to wave your toes at me. Very good. Okay, I'm going to start to balance on the left foot. So I'm going to bring the weight of my body over here into the left, lower belly's engaged, and then I'm going to lift the right knee up so that it is parallel with the floor. And notice I have to soften the tailbone down. We can call this stork. Very good. From here, we're going to kick the right heel back behind us, balancing on that left leg. Soften that left knee for me. We're going to move into a modified warrior three. So I'm going to bring the right big toe down behind me and start to straighten that left leg, hinging at the hip. And I'm going to do my best to bring my chest as most parallel to the floor as I can in this hinge, because eventually we're going to extend into a full warrior three, but we're modifying from here. I want you to soften that left knee and then step the right foot back, come onto the ball of the right foot, send the right hip forward, but lift the shoulders up in line with the hips. Good. Sink it low into a high lunge. You can straighten that back leg as well, as long as the heel of the right foot is stacked on top of the ball of the right foot. And again, we're just modifying here. Good, high lunge. Now we're going to open into warrior two. So I'm going to do an external rotation of the right shoulder and right hip. Bring the right foot perpendicular to the left and look forward. And I'm going to keep my hands on my hips because I am modifying in this first flow. Soften that tailbone down. Bring the ribs together. Drop your shoulders down and back and look out to the left. Really big external rotation of that left hip. So really opening on this left side while the right is going in the perpendicular direction. Good. We're going to reverse our warrior. So what does that mean? I want to cinch in the right rib cage, dropping the right shoulder down, maybe reaching the right hand behind my back or towards the left hip, or just staying there. And then I'm going to extend that left arm up so that I have a full expansion from the left hip up through the shoulder and the left rib cage. Good. You should be compressing in the right, opening in the left for your reverse. Now we're going to reach the left hand forward and then hinge at the hip. Go as far as you can. Now straighten that left leg and really turn on those left obliques. Notice my arm is going to be parallel to the floor. Good. This is triangle prep. Squeeze your inner thighs together, please. Good. You should be turning on those glutes. Now drop that left arm wherever it goes. Soften that left knee. Now I want you to stack the right shoulder on top of the left. So you can bring the right hand behind the head, behind the ear, or you can extend it into a full extended triangle. But if that's not in your practice today for that right shoulder, another option is just to keep it on the right hip, or you can keep binding behind if you're working on opening the chest. A lot of options for you today. From here, we're going to soften that left knee, internal rotation of the left hip and left shoulder so you're facing the side of your mat. Good. Reach the arms out to create a star. Shoulders are down and back. Lower belly still engaged. Good. From here, you're going to bring the heels of the feet inward like a plie posture, and then you're going to bend the knees and bend the elbows at 90 degrees and start to sit down. Good. Press your big toes into the mat and soften that behind. Soften the tailbone. Good. We're in horse stance. Good. I'm going to move around in my horse stance so you can see the other side. Good. From here, we're going to go back the way we came in. So reach out into star. Good. And we're going to start to face the opposite direction, the opposite of the mat. So I'm going to move into triangle prep and face the right. What does that mean? Internal rotation of the left shoulder and left hip, and a big external rotation of the right side here. And I'm going to reach my right arm out. Notice I'm just hinging at the hip. Good. Turning on the right obliques, triangle prep. From here, we're going to drop the right hand down. Good. Stack the left shoulder on top of the right, or just open. You can look down. Protect your neck, okay? So really open up the inside of that your right leg. So extend a triangle. From here, we're going to bend the right knee. I need to get my left and right correct. Bend the right knee. And then I want you to lift the right arm up like you're scooping and extend in the right rib cage and cinch in the left. We're moving into reverse warrior. How many different ways am I going to tell you how to get there? I don't know. Drop your shoulders down and back. Good. Your left hand can be on your left hip. It can be reaching down or reaching behind to really open up that left side of the chest. Great. From here, you're going to lift the shoulders in line with the hips, reach the right arm forward, and extend the left arm out, warrior two. I'm going to keep my hands on my hips because I am modifying this first time, but eventually we're going to take it here to warrior two, facing the opposite side of the mat. Good. Now we're going to transition into a high lunge. So I want you to internal rotation of the left shoulder and left hip so that you're facing the right. So come onto the ball of that left foot and just gracefully twist, and you should be facing the back of your mat. Good. Soften that tailbone, but send the left hip forward, the right hip back. Again, my hands are going to be on the hips for modification. You can have them at the heart. Soften that tailbone, please. And then check the left ball of the foot if it's in line with the heel on the left side. Perfect. High lunges here. Now, we're going to hinge at the right hip and start to balance on the right foot. So I'm going to come light on the left toes and maybe drag my big toe just a little bit while I straighten the right leg. I'm going to do my best to keep my shoulders in line with the hips. This is modified warrior three. Good. Again, hands at hips, hands at heart. Very good. From warrior three, we're going to stay balancing on that right leg. So soften the right knee slightly, keep the lower belly engaged and come up into stork. So that means bend the left knee and bring that left knee up in line with the left hip. So you're back to a knee up, but now the left knee is up. Flex the left foot, soften those hips so that they stay squared. Are you breathing? I hope so. I was holding my breath. Now we're going to soften the right knee and we're going to set that left foot down and pretend like we're sitting in a chair. Hips are back, lower belly's engaged, and again, hands at the hip, hands at the heart, or arms extended when that will be on the second side. Good. Inhale into mountain for me. I know you're facing the back of your mat, but I just want you to take a little bit of a respite right here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, soft sigh out of the mouth. Good. Soften the muscles in your face. Notice the circulation in your fingertips. I just want you to notice. Be aware of what's happening in the body. We're going to go through that flow and then go back the way we came in, but I'm going to be adding the arms. We're going to do the full posture here. Nice. Inhale. Exhale. Can you bring your ears in line with your shoulders and lift your heart? Very good. Very good. All right. On the inhale, we're going to move into chair, but I'm going to start to extend the arms so that the biceps are by the ears. I'm going to sit back into my chair. Soften the tailbone. Good. Weight in all four corners of the feet. The feet should be hip width apart. Now, I'm going to start to balance on the left, because that's how we started. Good. Move the weight into the left leg and then start to extend up. Standing up, but bring the right knee in line with the right hip. My arms are still extended. Very good. From here, I'm going to keep the arms where they're at, but I'm going to kick the right heel back behind me. Internal rotation of the right hip. Moving into warrior 3. Balancing on the left side. Soften that left knee. And then kick that right heel back behind you like you're closing the door. And then start to hinge forward so that your chest and your right leg are parallel with the mat. How you doing? Shoulders are down and back, ribs are together. Now soften that left knee and start to place the ball of the right foot onto the mat. And then lift the shoulders up using your lower abdominals and top of the ribs to come into high lunge. Notice the arms are still by the biceps. Good. High lunge is back. You're doing great. Right hip is moving forward. Left hip is moving back. Even it out. Now, external rotation of the right shoulder, right hip. Feet perpendicular to one another. Straighten the right leg. Now bring the arms parallel with the floor. Palms down. Good. Big external rotation of that left hip so that the left inner thigh is shining up forward. I'm going to move my right hand back behind me and let it meet my left hip. Soften that right shoulder. Now flip the left palm up. Inhale, lift up into reverse warrior. I'm going to reach the left hand up and over like a rainbow extension. Cinch in the right rib cage. Good. Extending in the left. Now on an exhale, I'm going to straighten my left leg and reach my left hand forward, palm down. And when my arm is parallel with the mat, I'm going to send the left hip back behind me and reach those fingertips forward. Good. Squeeze that right butt cheek as well. So squeeze your inner thighs. Now drop the left hand wherever it goes. Soften that left knee and stack the right shoulder on top of the left. Extend into triangle. The left foot forward. Soften the shoulders away from the ears, please. Very nice. From here, soften that left knee. Bring the hands to the hip. Internal rotation of the left toes so that you're facing the side of your mat. And now lift up and reach those arms into star. Good. Shoulders are down and back. Toes are forward. You should be facing the side of your mat. Now, bring the right heels in towards each other. Prep for like a plie stance. Bend the elbows at 90 degrees and start to sit down like you're about to sit on a horse, but your arms are out like field goal post or cactus. Good. Pause right here into horse. You're doing great. Are you still breathing? Did I skip anything? I hope not. But I am not facing the camera either. So we're good. Now reach it up into star. So bring the toes forward. We're going back the way we came in. Star pose is back. Now, those left toes are going to keep facing where they're facing. We're going to externally rotate the right shoulder and right hip so that the right toes are now facing the other side of the mat. And my left hand is just going to reach out parallel with the mat. Good. From here, soften that right knee and then reach the right hand forward as far as it's going to go. Now I'm going to send my left hand back behind me and reach for my right hip and really open across that left chest, left side of the chest. Here's triangle prep. Now then drop that right arm wherever it is and then stack the left shoulder on top of, stack. Left shoulder on top of the right shoulder. Internal rotation of that right hip, please. Lift and extend through the left rib cage. Good. From here, we're going to reverse our warrior. So my left hand is going to move back behind me to the right hip. Bend the right knee. And then scoop the right hand up like you're coming up and over in a rainbow. Now extend in the right rib cage and cinch in the left. You're doing it. Reverse warrior. Drop that right shoulder down, please. Very good. From here, you're going to reach the right arm forward and bring the shoulders in line with the hips. Now extend the left arm back behind you. Warrior two is back. So now we have an external rotation of this right hip, right shoulder, and we're reaching out. Good. Sending the energy out, let it radiate, and make sure that those shoulders are in line with the ribs, in line with the hips. Very good. Now I'm going to internally rotate and swivel to face the opposite side of the mat. So I'm going to come onto the ball of the left foot and then swing an internal rotation of my left hip. So now I'm facing the other side of the mat. I'm going to reach my hands up, bicep by the ears, high lunge. Left hip is moving forward, right hip is moving back. And again, check that left foot. Make sure the heel is in line with the ball of the foot. Are you engaging in the lower abdominals? I'm going to start to move around so I can see you. Good. High lunge is back. From here, we're going to keep the arms extended and move into a warrior three. Actually, I want to face you. Yeah, here we go. And again, hands are going to be optional, but I'm going to keep them up. I'm going to balance on this front foot. I'm going to reach through the crown of my head, and I'm going to activate the left glute and left hamstring as it's reaching down, and I'm going to try to bring that left pinky toe down. Good. From here, I'm going to soften the right knee, and then I'm going to bring the left knee forward and lift into stork on the other side. Right here. Right here. Good. Do you know what's next? It's chair pose. Yeah, you're right. Let's sit down into chair. Oh, lower belly engaged. Very good. Can you sit a little bit further back and down and lift the heart up? Good. On an inhale, move into mountain pose. That was fun, wasn't it? You're doing great. Now, this third round, we're going to add in some arms. And so you can grab your blocks, grab your water bottles. I'm going to grab my weights. And we're going to add some upper body to our infinity flow. Stay focused. You're going to do this. It's going to be great. Let's move into chair pose. So feet are hip width apart. I'm going to sit back down using those lower abdominals. Then I'm going to reach the arms up like I am in chair. From here, I'm going to send my hands back into a tricep extension for 6, 5. I'm just going to do my best. 4. I might have to bring the weights together. 3, 2, and last 1. From here, arms are up. I'm going to balance on the left foot, bring the right knee up. Stork pose. From here, I'm going to lower the weights to the shoulder, and then I'm going to hammer curl for 6, 5, 4, good, 3, 2, and 1. Now from here, I'm going to keep the weight at the shoulder, and I'm going to move into warrior 3. Nice. My weights are going to come down in front of me, and I'm going to do a rear delt move. So I'm just going to open for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm going to set the ball of the right foot down, come up into high lunge here, like so. Good. Now I'm going to externally rotate the shoulders out, and we're going to overhead press here for 6, 5, good, 4, squeeze the inner thighs, 3, keep that lower belly engaged, 2, and last 1. Now from here, we're going to open up into a warrior 2, but the palms are going to come up and reach and extend. Warrior 2. We're going to shoulder roll forward. 3, 2, 1. Go backwards real small. 3, 2, 1. Right hand can come to the right hip or down along the right leg. But I'm going to bring mine behind to open up the chest. Reverse warrior with the weight. So the palm should be facing back behind you. Good. From here, we're going to triangle prep. So straighten the front leg, Reach the right hand forward, palm down. Hinge at the hip, so left hip is moving back. Reach, 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 reach. Hold. Drop those shoulders, open the chest. Now drop the left hand down and start to stack and extend the right arm straight up. Oh yeah, that opened up beautifully. Very good. From here, we're going to lift it up into star. Left toes are going to face the side of the mat. Reach. Good. Bring the weight to the heart together, and then bring the heels in. Send the knees out, sit down. Horse pose. And we're going to press the weight away from us for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Now, toes come forward, reach the arms out and up in a Y for star. Very good. And then from here, we're going to triangle prep on the right side. So external rotation of the right hip, toes move out. Left hand comes to the left hip or back behind to the right hip, and then reach the right arm out. Palm down. And then send the right hip back as you reach that right arm. Good. Drop the right hand down. Start to stack and extend the left shoulder on top of the right with that weight. Lift out of the head. Good. Very good. From here, we're going to bend the right knee. Send the left hand to the left hip or back behind, and then scoop the right arm up. Reverse warrior. Good. So cinching on the left side, extending in the right. From here, you're going to reach the right arm out, parallel with the floor, warrior 2. So the feet stay the same. Then I'm going to reach the left arm out, and I'm going to flip my palms up into warrior 2. We're going to do those shoulder rolls again. So go backwards. 1, 2, and 3. Let's go forward. 1, 2, and 3. Now, I'm going to swing everything into a high lunge facing my right foot. Okay, so coming in, here we are. High lunges back. Good, and we're going to narrow overhead press here. Okay, so narrow going up for 6. So palms are facing the head. 5, 4, overhead press. 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to move into warrior 3. So I'm going to bring the weight to the heart and transition balancing on the right leg. Straighten the right leg. I'm going to come up on the toe, the left toe. And then when I'm ready, I'm going to flex that left foot and then use the left glute and hamstring. I'm going to drop the weight down, and we're going to rear delt here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Keep the weights at the chest. Balance on the right leg, soften the right knee, and then bring the left knee up into stork. Very good. We're going to do a bicep curl here. So let's leave the weights to the side, and let's bicep curl for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, I'm going to reach my arms out into chair, set that left hand down. I'm going to bring the weight together, and we're going to do those tricep extensions again. All right, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold on, I'm going to reach the arms out for chair. And let's try the triceps, moving the arms down. This is a different way of doing that. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale into mountain pose. Very good. Go ahead and rest and restore here. If you would like to gently lower those weights all the way down, please do so with care for your back. But we can come into a seated posture now to cool down. Good. I'm just going to keep the feet on the floor, and I'm going to wrap myself up in a ball. So round it in and get small. Deep breath. Good. Let's keep the right knee bent and cross it in front of us. Then I want you to wiggle the left foot all the way over to the right side. Good. Now do your best to start to stack the knees. So if you have to squeegee the feet out, we're going to do so. We're going to stack, 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 stack. With the left leg on the top, I want you to bring the left elbow out in front of you. Bring the right elbow on the inside and then braid the forearms and the hands. Soften the tailbone down. Drop the chin toward your arms. Now lift the fingertips up. Good. Feel that big stretch behind. Soften the tailbone so you're rounding in the spine here. Chin down. Now try to lift the spine straight up and lift the elbows straight up. Good. Now release the arms, and I want you to bring that left knee up towards the belly, towards the chest, so that the ball of the left foot is on the mat. Use your right hand to come around that left knee and then start to soften the hips back and down as you twist towards the back. Very good. Hug that left knee into the belly, hug it into the chest. If you have a lot of mobility in your upper back, then you're welcome to bring the elbow on the outside of that left knee. Lift and extend through the crown. Fantastic. Very good. Go ahead and release. We're going to bring the right foot in line with the right knee out in front, and then we're going to start to stack the left leg on top of the right like they're fire logs. Okay? Good. Try not to go on top of that knee joint. Just do your best here. Move the flesh away from the body. Inhale, lengthen, and as you exhale, you can hinge at the hips if you want more. Otherwise, you're sitting up nice and tall and breathing through your hips as they stretch and open up. Good. Very good. One more breath. Inhale. Sit up nice and tall. Extend both legs straight out. Flex the feet. Lengthen through the crown of the head and then just hinge forward, stretching the calves and the hamstrings here. You can yogi toe grip or just grab the balls of your feet to reach and extend, or maybe you're holding onto the shin and you're just reaching forward with the chin. Very good. Deep breath. Good. In through the nose and out slowly. Don't try to strive and push, just find your edge and breathe gently through it so that your body is relaxing, not stressing. Very good. One more time, let's walk the hands back, lift the chest up. Now we're going to do everything on the other side. So the left knee is going to bend. And then the right knee is going to come on top of that left knee as best as you can. Okay, and then you can squeegee the feet out here for cow face of the legs. With the right leg on the top, the right elbow comes in front of your face, and then you're going to bring the left elbow inside the right and twist the forearms and the hands. Good. Now round the tailbone, bring the chin into the chest. Separate the shoulder blades behind the heart and breathe as you compress in the front. As you inhale, lengthen up. Send the elbows up, straighten the spine, and send the fingertips straight up towards the ceiling. Very good. Breathing in those hips as well. Flex those feet to keep everything fluid. Now release the arms. And you're going to bring the right foot to the mat, lifting the right knee. And we're going to twist on this side. I have to soften the right hip down. I'm going to use my left forearm to come around my knee and hug it into my belly, into my chest. The right hand can anchor me back behind at the base of my spine here. And we're twisting all the way looking back. Or the left elbow can come on the outside of that right knee. But you do need to be lifting up and twisting back. Very good. Keep that left foot flexed. Very nice, very nice. Soften and melt as you twist. This position reminds me of like froyo when it's coming out of the dispenser, how it kind of twists and winds down. Yeah. Good. Go ahead and unwind. Let's move into fire log on this side. So squeegee the left heel, the ankle in line with that left knee, and then hook the right ankle kind of above that left knee. Move the flesh again away from the sacrum so your sits bones are rooted down. Lift and extend up, keeping the feet flexed. This may be it for you in fire log, or if you want to hinge forward and just add a little bit of extra love onto those hips, you're welcome to. Let's try not to stress out the joints by applying any pressure on top. So I just encourage those hands to be more free back here. Or again, if you're working on chest openers, you're welcome to interlace the hands behind or reverse prayer hands behind you if that is one of your goals in your practice. Beautiful. Very good. Let's end here in butterfly pose or cobbler's pose. Soles of the feet together, knees out wide. And again, we don't want to stress out the joints, so we're just going to sit here like so. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you're finding a level in your practice that you are excited about. And I'll see you next time. Namaste.